Good morning, friends. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. Hold on just a second, I gotta tickle my throat. I gotta tickle my throat right as I hit record. Excuse me, let's try this again. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, and today is Thanksgiving. Here in the United States of America, we are celebrating Thanksgiving today. And I thought, what more perfect shirt to wear than my thankful, grateful, blessed shirt that I bought, that I found at Walmart last month, in the month of October. I'm glad they come out with things early because then I have more time to wear things like this. I love t-shirts that have, you know, things that talk about being blessed. Excuse me, and just being of my beliefs and stuff. So okay, so yesterday morning I finished my son's blanket. It's down in his room. I can't show it to you. He wasn't feeling good yesterday and he snuggled up with it, and I don't want to touch it really until I can wash it. So yeah, I'm weird about that, but yeah, that's just how it is. You know what I might try today? I have these towels sitting here that I bought from the five quarter tree store that are fall themed. Yes, I know I'm a little late to the game, but and I do have other things I could work on, but I don't know. I know people take these. Excuse me. What is with the tickles in the back of my throat? Oh, I still didn't move that mirror. Anyway, my ring's not on because I took a shower this morning. So, but people take these and they actually cut them in half and use, you know, one towel per thing, or one half per, you know, and then they take the crochet item, or the crochet, they make a crocheted handle that they attach to the top of these. But I'm like, I don't want to ruin a perfectly good towel, but it is $1. It's a Dollar Tree towel, and I got this one. It's kind of flat on the one side. It's kind of sort of, yeah, it's a weird material. It's flat. It's not very toothy or like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, when I see towels, I think of towels that have like little, you know, I don't know, terry cloth, you know, like it has absorption power. And this just doesn't feel like it's gonna absorb very well until I wash it, which probably after I make it. So I got 3 different ones that I can make 2 towels from if I cut them in half. I got this one that says Gnome Sweet Gnome. I love this one. This one I'm gonna keep in my house, I think. I don't know. That, and I love this one too. Hello, fall. Like I said, I'm a little late to the game because I've been focusing on other stuff. I don't know. This is gonna be like a little fun experiment if I do it today. I'll let you know, but I don't know. I probably won't. I'm probably just getting your hopes up for no reason. Sorry. But today is Thanksgiving. I have stuff like all over me. And I just wanted to, before I start getting too much into sharing things, I want to say that I am thankful for you. I am thankful that you have been a part of my channel for the last 6-7 months, however long it's been, since April, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months now that you guys have been a part of my YouTube community and family, and I've met so many amazing people and come to care about a lot of people. I know I care easily for some, like for a lot of people, but it comes from a genuine place, you know, like I genuinely care. I think I just genuinely care for everybody. I don't know. But I want to see the good in everybody. You know, I do. I know, and I don't necessarily trust everyone to be good, but I guess in a way I hope that they're good. But anyway, I'm thankful that you are here and that we get to celebrate today as a day of being thankful. As a day of being thankful, grateful, and blessed. You know, we're here another day. It's gonna be a beautiful day, whether the weather shows it or not. We can make it a beautiful day. And I'm thankful that even though my children were not well yesterday, that they are still with me and that I get to be their mother another day, and that we are, I'm pretty sure, on the mend with everybody, and we should be ready to go for our trip soon. And so, yeah, that's what I have for you today for my Thanksgiving, Thankful Thursday. Yesterday I didn't do much crocheting. I did a lot of, I'm honestly trying to sit here and think, I know I touched yarn yesterday. I touch yarn every day. How did I touch it yesterday? Well, I had kiddos that weren't feeling well, and so I was just, I feel like, what was I working on? Was it that? It had to be, because I don't remember. I just remember, I know I was like, I need to put this down, and after I get done with this row or whatever it was, I think it was this one, whatchamacallit, and I would go and check both of the kids and be like, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? You know, if they needed the one needed the bucket rinsed out, you know, I'd rinse it out and with hot water and soap and give it back to them and wash my hands again, even though I washed it with the hot water and soap. And then I just was like, one was downstairs watching the TV and laying on vegging on the couch, and one was upstairs on the couch vegging and watching TV. And I was like, the youngest, the poor kid was like back and forth between the two TVs, and he was concerned about them not feeling well. So he was, you know, just like, how are you doing and stuff. And so I was like, you know what, instead of putting him in front of yet another TV, I was like, you know what, let's go to the store. Since we're not going anywhere tomorrow, we need to get a little bit of food for tomorrow. And I called my husband and I said, we're not going down tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna buy chili, stuff to make chili. I was gonna make chili and cinnamon rolls. I was like, because I know the kids will eat that. And I'm sorry if you've heard this a million times, because I've said this like 3 or 4 times about the chili and them eating it, because I feel like I've said it at least 3 times in the last 2 days. So I said, okay, I'm gonna run to Walmart and I'm gonna have the youngest and myself pick out a birthday present for the middle kid. His birthday is tomorrow. He will officially be 11, and he has his blanket 2 days, y'all. 2 days before his birthday. Well, he got it yesterday. Yeah, he had that blanket when he came up to my room yesterday morning after he got up. So he'll have it 2 full days before his actual birthday. I'm proud of myself. God, that blanket is so heavy and big. I'm so proud of it too. It looks nice. I did take a picture of it. I will try to insert it here. I will try to remember. So he's had it for 2 full days, or he will have had it for 2 full days by his birthday. So anyway, I said, we're gonna go to the store and we're gonna, you know, pick out a birthday present for the middle kid. And when I said I was gonna make chili, he's like, well, why don't we do like a chicken noodle soup or something? And I was like, oh, well, that sounds good too. Sorry, I was stopping an alarm. So I was like, but we can't do that, or I was like, I'll make it with the, you know, the regular gluten-free noodles that we have so that the one kid can eat too. So he mentioned something about making 2 pots of chicken noodle soup. But instead of using chicken, we're going to use turkey because he's taking enough turkey for 2 people. I don't know why he bought 2 birds for 2 people at work. Like, he's like, we're only making food for 2 people. Well, then why are you taking why did you get 2 birds? And they weren't small birds. Oh, probably at least 8 pounds a piece. Anyway, because usually it's like half a pound per person at most. You know, that a regular meal should be. But, you know, maybe a pound of turkey is a lot per person. That's why I'm saying half. Anyway, I'm just going off based off of like sliced meat, you know, sliced sandwich meat. There's a lot of meat in a pound. So, say, okay, I'll go get noodles to make a batch for the gluten people, and I'll make a batch for the gluten-free person. I'll probably eat the gluten-free just because then he's not eating it by himself. And honestly, I don't mind the noodles when they're fresh. I don't like them reheated per se, but I like them when they're freshly made. I don't mind them. I'll eat it. And honestly, the youngest will probably eat it. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, we went to the store. So I took the kid to the store and left the older 2 here because I was like, they were big enough that if they needed to get sick, that they had their things with them. They were fine until I got back. So we ran to the store and we picked out some Lego Minecraft sets for him. A big one and then a smaller one. Even though for his birthday every year so far we've gotten him a subscription to a thing called Crunch Labs, which is an engineering subscription box that he can make a little engineering contraption every month from Mark Rubber, which is amazing and always fun, and it's very expensive, so we say that's your birthday present. But I kind of felt like he needed something to open, you know, like have on his birthday to open as a birthday present, because that's one of those reoccurring birthday presents for him that he knows he'll get. And so like I went and spent, you know, I think like $50 or $60 on some Legos that I know he'll build and play with, so it's not a big deal. So we got our food. Oh, by the way, it just boggles my mind that our world has come to locking Legos behind doors at my Walmarts. I thought I went to one of the Walmarts where it would have been, they weren't locked behind a door, but apparently this one has them behind a locked door too. The one neighborhood I was going to call it neighborhood market, because we have some of those around here too. The city's big enough that we have Walmarts and Walmart neighborhood markets, where it's just like the grocery store and a little bit of like home stuff, not a lot. Anyway, there's one that for sure I was like, yeah, I know that one's probably going to be behind lock and key. So I was like, we'll go to this one and see. So nope, it was still behind lock and key too. And then he gets them out and he goes, are you going to check out now or take it up front and check it? I'm like, I have other stuff to get. Like, this was the first stop that I made. Like, I was like, can you hold on to them and I can go grab my stuff and come back and get them at the so. But on a Wednesday before Thanksgiving, that worked out in my favor because I didn't have to go to the front of the store and wait in the lines to get out of the store. Because I was able to check out in the electronics. I got my stuff and I was the first person up to the electronics desk. There was 2 people helping, and one was already helping somebody, and I just was standing there waiting my turn, and the second guy comes up to him because he wasn't doing anything just yet and helps me. So it worked out in my favor that I had to go back to the electronics desk to get the Legos. Anyway, then we came home and just hung out around the house. And I did a live yesterday. So a lot of what you're hearing now, if you were at the live, I'm repeating. I'm sorry. But for those of you that weren't there, this is what's going on. So we are not going down to family today, but that's okay. I'm thankful, grateful, and blessed to be breathing and alive and happy yet another day. So, I just had a shower this morning, so my hair is a little flat, but it feels so much better. So, yesterday I finally finished this whatchamacallit. Well, minus my tails. Don't look at the tails. I finished it. It is in a white and red. I might give this one to my mom because she's we live here in Nebraska. We follow the Nebraska Cornhuskers, which they're doing, decent. They did decent this year. They're going to a bowl game. So we're just hoping and praying they get better and better. They've been in a valley of not so good playing for quite a few years now. So we're hoping that our team is heading back up the other way and becoming a better team again. Although I am a Bama fan through and through. I will forever be a Alabama Crimson Tide fan, and I will watch them and root for them, whether they lose or win. I won't be happy when they lose and not have good seasons, but I will still follow them. I am not a bandwagon fan. I will stay with them to the end. And then I follow all the teams that my husband follows here. He does Kansas State University, K-State, not KU. Although he's following a little bit of KU, Kansas. So there's Kansas and K-State. And we kind of follow both just because they're both Kansas teams. And Kansas is doing pretty dang good this year. Not like fabulous, but they're both doing decent, And Kansas, KU and K-State. That's how I refer to them as, the Jayhawks and the Wildcats. KU Jayhawks and the K-State Wildcats. The Jayhawks haven't really been known for football in a long time. They're mostly known for their basketball, and I think they're still pretty good with basketball too. But anyway, my mom is a Nebraska fan and a Chiefs fan, so I might make her another one in red. Ooh, I just had an idea. I might actually make her this one. Yeah, give her this one and then make another one in the red, same red. But instead of doing, let's see if I even have some. I have enough of this to make another one and enough of this. So one of two options. Do these two together, because these are Chiefs. These are Chiefs right here. But this is also more of a vintagey Chiefs. I think this would be too busy though with the white. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the white. Goodness gracious. The yellow, this yellowish gold color, and the red. And make a Chiefs color curry. This is curry. I'm going to put those two together and make her a second one in Chiefs colors, and then I'll make some scrubbies to go match them, to go along with them for her. But I'm going to do that after I finish this one. I started this one last night because, like I said, I didn't do much crocheting yesterday. What did I do? I know I sat around and didn't do much because I waited till almost 6 o'clock last night to start making the food for my husband's work because it's Thanksgiving and he wanted a Thanksgiving dinner for him and his coworker that have to be there. And so I am prepping a meal for 2 guys at work that it's like I'm going to take it to my husband. It's not even for us. I'm doing a lot of legwork for a meal that I may get, well, we're going to get leftovers because it's 2 people that I'm cooking for. And I'm only making 1 batch of each of the 2 sides. And then he's doing the turkey at work, I think. They have a smoker at work. Because they have the ability to cook things on a grill and smoker there, but they don't have the ability to cook food like in an oven. So I'm just going to heat it up. And when they're done, immediately take them to him so that they get them when they're still somewhat warm and hot. But then he's going to bring home the leftovers, and we'll have leftovers for dinner. Well, actually, no. We're going to have chicken noodle soup with turkey noodle soup for dinner. Man, I'm talking a lot today. So, I started this one last night. I am actually really loving this one. And this one's slightly different. This is the crunch stitch. But, do you notice? It doesn't look much different. Because it's not. And I'm like, I'd heard somebody mention the crunch. Oh, I was watching a video from Creative Grandma and her grandson, Cody, I think, where they were doing swatches of Big Twist Value yarns. And they were talking about one of the samples was in a crunch stitch. And he goes, the crunch stitch was, I think somebody had mentioned on a live for him to try. And he did, and it looked great. And I was like, okay, yeah. So I was like, oh, that'd be a fun one to maybe try in, you know, my whatchamacallits for my running 2 cottons together. That would be a good stitch to do that with. From what I could see from his sample that he showed. And so last night I was sitting there, I finished this, and I was like, all right, I want to start on another one and keep, you know, kind of like assembly lining these things. And I was looking, and I have a whole lot of more colors. Y'all, this bag, let me show you this bag. Move this one out of the way. So I have this bag. Oh, it's heavy. This bag is full. Do you see that? Full. Well, you really can't see much with this bag in the way. This has leftover purple in here. But it is full of cotton, and then there's a couple scrubby skeins in here. These in here. I saw a hair. Where'd it go? There it is. So I was like, I didn't dig through here. So there, what I was about to say is there's a lot of colors in here that I could, you know, I can't see all my colors, so I kind of have to dig through there, but I mostly go from off the top right now. And so I was like, I was like, I really want to work with this. It's another one of those little stripy little cakes from Walmart. The peaches and concrete. These are soft, kind of. But look, it holds its shape, y'all. Look at this. And then this is Mainstays Black. And so I was like, you know what? I wonder what it would look like if I ran those 2 together, because this would pop off of here, and then all those color changes, right? So this is what it looks like so far. The color changes. Oh, purple just fell. Isn't that cool looking? Like the color changes in there. And so anyway, I was sitting there before I started on this one, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to do those. And then I was like, oh, I should look up that crunch stitch and see what that's about and try it. So I did, and the very first one I went to on the Google search was the crunch stitch. So I don't know. It was a blog, somebody's blog. I can't remember who it was. And I went to the link, and I scrolled down, and I saw this stitch utilizes the half double crochet and slip stitch. And I went, that sounds oddly familiar. I was like, that sounds very, very familiar. So I'm like, well, let's go see how they utilize it to see if it's different. Well, the even moss stitch, you do an odd number of stitches, like across. So this is 20 stitch chain, and then when you get done, you have 19 stitches across. This one is 21 stitch chain, 21 chains, so then you have an even number of stitches. So this is even, and this is odd. But this is the even moss stitch. I'm holding it upside down because I keep putting it down and picking it up in a different spot. This is the even moss stitch. This is the crunch stitch. So what's the difference? Well, this one you start with a slip stitch and end with a slip stitch. This one you start with a half double and end with a slip stitch. So then when you turn the chain, you both do chain ones at the end. When you turn on this one and go back the other way, you do the exact same thing. This is well, they're both one row repeats. This one you start every row with a half double and end with a slip stitch. This one you start the row with a slip stitch and you end it with a slip stitch. But they make the same pattern. How does that work? It is very similar. I'm gonna have to do these up in solid to really see the difference, because it's hard to see the difference in those, because they both have that line. See the line across? That's the half double. That's that third loop that you don't work into. But the texture, y'all, on these things, when you go from the not across like the, it has a little bit this way, but when you go across those ridges, the little lines that the half double lines make, there is texture on this thing and it feels so cool. It's almost like a fidgety, whatchamacallit. You could almost make these as fidget cloths, where a baby or somebody who's, you know, not sensitive to textures, but someone who likes to like play with textures, like feel it. This would be a fun, like, I'm having fun just feeling it doing this. I am definitely one of those people. Y'all, even if you don't have little kids, go get yourself a little shoebox tote, those little plastic shoebox totes, you know, with the lids. Get yourself some rice and just play in the rice. Or get yourself fill it up with some beans, play in the beans. There is something like, or do the water beads. There's these water beads that you can put in there with a little bit of water and they soak up the water. There's something about like just playing in that it's mesmerizing and almost therapeutic, even for us adults, because I did that with my kids. And like their perler beads, I'll still do that with their perler beads to this day. Like we have those around the house and I'll just run my fingers through it like this. Like it's fun. And like I said, there's just something mesmerizing about it. So, all right, I'm gonna keep working on this while I chit chat. But yeah, so that there's not a difference in these things. Like I said, I'm gonna have to do this crunch stitch in a solid to see, because y'all can't, I mean, you can kind of sort of see the stitches in that, but it's just way too busy. Like I can, like if I look hard enough, I can see where the half doubles are. Oh my goodness. I am really, really hoping that my Thrift and Stitches subscription box yarn comes in the next few days, because I already have my Crafty Wool UK package sitting over here, and I'm literally waiting for Thrifts, but I am not in a rush for it because, well, kind of. Otherwise it's going to sit in the mailbox. The mail, we're going to put our mail on hold while we're gone. So it's going to be, they're going to be holding on to it until they can deliver it when we're back. So it'll either be in the next few days that I record my subscription box video, or I'll be doing that in a couple weeks, but we'll see. So trying to pull these without pulling them off the, I have them just on the edge of this little table over here that is next to me. I kind of want to go through my yarn and rearrange it, you know, like, and, you know, touch it all and kind of remind myself of everything I have. I try to put it on my shelf behind me, my storage thing that I have, the little cube shelf, in a way that I can see all of what I have, you know, like if I can't see it, I'll forget about it. Forget about it. So this is such a cool stitch. I love the crunch stitch. I don't know why that's such a mouthful to say. And the even moss stitch are like, basically, yes, they're not identical because I starting off the road, the wrong stitch. I'm doing the crunch, not the moss. That's the only thing, is I have to remind myself that I am doing which one I'm doing. Because yes, they're very similar in the way they look and are made, but they're different in how they're made. Because instead of putting like the even moss stitch, you're putting a slip stitch back into a slip stitch and a half double into a half double. This, you are literally alternating, because when you turn the row and go back the other way with the same repeat row, it's alternating the stitches. So when I go, because when you start with a half double and end with a slip stitch, you flip it around, that first slip stitch that you just finished with becomes your first stitch, which is your half double crochet. So you're doing half double into slip stitches into half double. So you're alternating with the crunch stitch. The even moss stitch, they are literally even. Straight up, like the same stitch all the way up somehow. And so, yeah. It's cool. So, I don't know. I like them both. Who knew that there were two stitches out there like this? Hold on, I gotta grab both. So, sorry, I'm like, I need to stop working on this one while I'm talking, because it takes a little bit of my concentration, and and my words are, you know, flying out of my brain, like, what was I gonna say? All right. Oh, this color is so cool. I like this, the new color that it just changed to, this like peachy, peachy, orange-ish color. I know, and eventually, I don't know if you can see the two colors down here. So I'm in this color right here, and then it's gonna go to this pink up here. That's cool. I think I have one more of these stripies. I think somewhere. Yep, right there. Actually, I got two more. I was thinking about running the two of them together and just doing, you know, two of these strands together and doing it in this one color, but it'll be mixed a little bit because, as you can see, I think they're gonna run differently, right? Where the colors start and stop, and either all the cakes, they're all different, even though they're the same colorway. So this is 20 stitches wide instead of 19. So I'm thinking 22 rows for this will be about the same. I think 22 rows should be the same look. The getting up early is hitting me again, or now that I'm out of the shower. So I'll do one more row. What are we at? 34 minutes. I recorded 4 videos yesterday. 4 15-20 minute videos. Well, 15 to 17. I think 17 was the most I did. My phone was like, 1% of storage left. I'm like, okay, time to delete some stuff. So unfortunately, they are uploaded to YouTube, so fingers crossed and prayers prayed that nothing happens and they get released without any issues and I don't have to worry about them. Because they're scheduled, they're out there, and they're deleted on my phone. Like literally the trash, the photos album, and the software app that I use to edit them in, they're gone from everywhere because it all takes up space. And you know, if I have a 5 gig video here, I have a copy of it here with my editing, and then I have a copy of it when I delete it. When I delete the original, I still have that copy with the editing, and then I have the originals in the trash. It's still there. So I have 2 copies of 5 gigs each. Well, maybe. I'm just giving an example. So that's 10 gigs for one video. So my phone does have quite a bit of room on it, but when you do 4 videos of anywhere from 3 to 5 gigs a piece, twice, it adds up pretty quick. So and plus all the stuff that's already still on there. What I need to do is I need to delete all my YouTube videos that I have on my phone as of today, after I get this uploaded today, and go through and actually back up my phone to my Google Photos and get the photos that I've taken over the last few months off, and then that'll free up some more space too. So, all right, let's figure this out again. So I do the chain, and then I go back towards the tail for my first row. So I'm going to say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and then I'll do 18 then. 18, right? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I do another row back that way, that I should be 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That should be 19 when I go back. So I have about anywhere from 3 to 4 more rows to do, and then this will be done. And then I can do my Chiefs one. I'll have to show that one to you guys tomorrow, because I will be here tomorrow recording as well, because I will be here in the morning and my husband will be at work, and we won't leave for my mom's house until after breakfast, as long as everybody stays healthy today. If we're healthy today, then we'll go down tomorrow. If we're eating and not feeling yucky, we'll go down tomorrow. So, well, obviously we're going to take it slow on what we eat, because we'll do like applesauce and toast. Not cinnamon and sugar toast that the one likes to do, or jelly. We're going to do maybe some jelly. I don't know. A little bit jelly, you know, because not all kids like buttered toast. I like buttered toast, but I'm also an adult now, so I will eat buttered toast with no jelly on it. But I usually eat it with something, so we'll see. I didn't get bananas yesterday. I should have got bananas. I looked at the bananas, I think, when I went to the store. Oh well. So friends, I hope you have a fantastic Thursday, Thanksgiving Day here in the United States. If you are a United States citizen, have a fantastic Thursday. Have a fabulous Thanksgiving, and I wish you all joy and peace and good times with your family, and I will see y'all tomorrow, and happy Thanksgiving! Bye!